Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Play by Play Gaming with your host, Kay.
And the McAdoo.
What are we getting into this evening, McAdoo?
We are diving into the new Horizon Zero Dawn crossover event quest. It's called The Survivor. Alright, that's enough of this. It's an event quest with, you just pick up from the handler. Requires Master Rank 24. I've done it once, so I can go ahead and show the rewards. So first is the upgrade to the light bow gun from the previous event. I don't really know how that stands for bow guns, but it has some special mods. The main which is a constant damage, but it damages you.
Interesting.
And then there is the Shield Weaver set. Just go ahead and load it there. That's the shield armor from the Horizon Zero Dawn game, which was extremely overpowered. But it is a full armor set. It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's got a fair few gem slots, so you can modify it. And then I've already gone ahead and made the best one here. The Frost Claw Palico armor set.
That looks really cool.
It doesn't cycle through the rainbow by default. That's the rainbow die.
You get the rainbow die by doing pretty much all the optional quests from the base game. There's a few in the 9-star difficulty that you don't have to do for that, but otherwise it's pretty much all of them. You just need to get the completed tag on each side of the optional in the base game from silver to gold. And that will unlock the rainbow armor for you. Rainbow armor die, rather. And some armors do better than others with the die. Like the Geralt armor, you're just a solid color, and it vibrates through them, and it's interesting.
So I should mention this quest is just a Stygian Zinogre. He's real big. He's not a guaranteed gold crown, but he's real big.
So I think on our first attempt through, he wasn't even silver crown.
No, but I think I already have that one. Let me just double check something here. Alright, I've got everything I need.
Now, on our previous attempt, McAdoo had a feint. We're going to try and do it with no feints.
Also, before I forget, just what I'm using. I'm being lazy and using a warming gem.
It's about the only thing Stygian Zinogre can do to you is Blast Blight, so as long as you're...
Dragon Blight.
Oh, Dragon Blight, sorry.
Blast Blight would be much worse.
I'm still having flashbacks from your attempt at the level 69 level lock quest.
That was a rough one.
Yeah, Dragon Blight is not too bad. It just decreases the amount of damage that you put out. Which I guess, could be considered bad because it drags the fight on. The longer you're alive, the more chances you have to die.
This guy is pretty tough.
I did the tempered one the other day. That was fun.
Against my better judgment, we're going to do that.
It's really not too bad of an idea until he gets fully charged up. Whenever he's fully enraged and charged up, it can get you killed pretty easily if he does the double backslam on you or anything like that. I mean, he hits decently hard for what he is, for not being tempered or anything.
There's also a Viper Toby Kadachi on the map. Don't know why it was like that before. He just kind of showed up and then left.
You definitely don't want him coming over here. He can stun you, and he can also do acidic poison, which hurts. I could just be biased. This one looks a little bit smaller than the one you did last time, or it could be the same size. I have no idea. Just throwing that out there.
It might be the same size.
You've become a fan of the latent power.
I do like it. It's a nice little boost.
Do you remember the requirements to get latent power to work offhand?
You have to take, I think, a total of 180 damage, and or been 5 minutes since it last wore off. And it has stamina reduction or him juice, and gives you an affinity boost.
That layered lightning that he does right there, the more enraged he is, the more layers you get to it. So right there we had 2 layers. If he gets really aggravated, it should stack more on. I think it goes up to 4 or 5. So always be wary of that. Watch out, McAdoo. The backslam is brutal. That's probably the highest damage move he has. And he likes to do it a lot of times in groups of 2. So he'll do it, and then he'll slam, and then he'll do it again. There it is.
Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it?
Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah. You paid for it a little bit. I'd go temporal.
Not sure that wind drake would take me. Why it's hanging out right here.
Ooh. And away he goes.
How dare he?
Meh. At least he didn't kill you. Are you running KO this time?
I have 1 level of slugger, I think.
That helps a little bit with him, because if you can stagger him and knock him over, it'll sometimes knock his charge level down.
Yeah, I knocked him out of angriness before.
Here comes the big one. Yeah, if he does that twice in a row, you're more than likely going to die.
So latent power brought my affinity up a lot. I think it's like 30% or something.
Damn. You're at 55 right now. With the switch axe, I generally try and have between 30 and 50% affinity. If I can, it's not always an option. Some weapons have so much negative affinity, it's kind of hard to stack it up that high. That Divine Blessing helps you greatly.
It is. It's a nice one to have. Comes in clutch.
Until it doesn't pop, and you get carded.
I mean, you just don't count on it.
And that's been my argument for a long time with it. Like, if I want more defense, I'm going to get more defense all the time. Because for me, it never seems to pop when I need it to. So I always get hit.
I mean, it's not defense, it's flat damage reduction. which I'd argue is better than defense.
I mean, if you're lucky and it pops when it's supposed to.
Yeah, but it'll average out over time too. So there's a chance every time you're hit.
But like this guy, where every one of his hits does so much damage, is it really worth the... Like, 'cause even if that would have been half, it still would have killed you. Conversely, you might have had more defense and just been able to take more hits. Like, I think that it has a diminishing return as the monster you're fighting starts doing more and more damage. Because even if you get hit one time, like if Nergigante, if he starts dive spamming you, if he hits you with 1 out of every 3 full power, it's going to hurt. But also, they kind of limit how much defense you can have until you augment your Rarity 12 armor at 100. Which is some of the issue you're having here, because you'd be able to take your defense level up a decent bit if you could augment your Rarity 12 armor. Because if you're wearing 5 pieces of that and you're at level 4, you can go up to level 10. That's a pretty decent boost across the board.
That's what I meant to do. Go ahead and grab an ancient potion since I can't eat. Now odds are he's going to tell me I can eat as soon as I get back to him.
I'm not 100% certain what the reset timer is on eating. What's your total defense right now? Do you know offhand?
945.
See, I generally rock over 1,000, or close to 1,000.
Gonna stab him right in the eye.
The Stygian Zinogre armor has pretty decent stats for being Rarity 11.
Oh yeah. Nice if he stopped trying to throw me off and just let me hit him.
Yeah. I understand that sentiment.
Oh, they got him. I think.
I mean, sometimes they just fall over before you get to do your finisher.
Well, there was the. I
Grandma?
don't know where they were.
Hobo, maybe? There you go, and you can now eat again. It looks like it's 10 minutes on the
It's
reset
right about
timer.
10 minutes.
That Coral Sonic Gong is really clutch sometimes.
It is.
You can go Rocksteady or Temporal. You get to choose.
Since he's not pissed off, let's do this.
Yeah, as long as he's not maximally angry, you should be good to go with the Rocksteady. I would just caution using it whenever he is fully enraged, because he can hit you pretty fast, and it does enough damage to where if you don't immediately start healing and he hits you again, where you don't get those IE frames for being knocked over. But otherwise, Rocksteady is probably my favorite thing as using a switch axe, because I don't get interrupted, so I can stack my combos easier.
Yeah, the same with the hammer. The Big Bang combo is kind of long.
See, you also detriment from not having health regen on your weapon. That's another thing that, since you use a lot of Rarity 12 hammers, you need to have, or all of them rather, you probably need to have the Master Rank 100 locked drops. For the switch axe, you need to have Tempered Namiel, Zinogre, and the Guiding Coral crystals, or bones. I can't remember right offhand, but you need, top tier shit. Stuff you can only get whenever you're 100 and higher. That's why for the longest time, if you remember, I always kept my coral regen at 7. Because if I wanted to go and put a health regen augment on something, I had to go there and get those parts. Ooh, you're. Ooh.
It was a little bit close for comfort.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with the rock steady. He hits you so fast that the damage just, because if your Divine Blessing's not propping every time, he's still going to do a shitload of damage whenever he starts hitting you.
Not sure how that was a slide, but whatever.
So you could spam that over and over. Some slide spamming. Some of the faster runs on Nergigante either ledge spam or use the slopes in the side room where he first spawns a lot of times to slide spam him.
Like I slid across a very lightly sloped surface. Like I didn't slide down it, I slid across it.
Physics are amazing. That's really all we need to say there. It seems like this is going better than your first attempt.
Aside from dying.
Well, you died on the first one too, so it's par for the course there, but I think you're moving a little bit faster than you did. You're not taking as many hits.
I had to get warmed up.
Wait till you get health regen on this hammer though. Your life will change. Here he comes. That's how the tempered one killed me, if you remember. Hit me with the back slam and then did that power charge toward me. Here he goes. There's another one. And another one. Another one. This is a great hunt. It'd be a shame if someone yelled their name all over it. DJ Khaled. Remember when I used to go to, God...
We did on the chat, Dauntless.
Yeah. Went to Astera, and I was in like a lobby with people for the first time in a while. I shouted that and then laughed. We did that on Dauntless a couple times too. This is a great lobby. It'd be a shame if someone shouted their name all over it. Ooh, nice.
There we go.
Pow. Right in the kisser. Ooh.
I guess I didn't beat both sides of his face equally. No,
Okay.
it was something else.
Watch out, he's probably going to either do that again or do a couple more hand slams. You don't want to get hit with either. Here he comes. Boom. There you go. Uh-oh. Watch out. I say, be careful when you stand up, because he does the charge after those two punches to the ground.
I try to roll when I'm standing up at a questionable time. Probably just because I've been using the Wiggler head, but my Palico looks so small.
Maybe.
somehow while laying on the ground and trying to stand up, I can mix potions.
Mix potions?
Yeah, I just made mega potions.
So this is like Posho or something. Listen, I'm tired. I've been at work all day. It was a rough day. That's all you need to know about that. I feel like I'm gonna have terrible eyesight when I get older because all I do is I go to work all day and like look at computer screens, and then come here and look at two giant screens.
Mm-hmm.
Is the plan to capture this one?
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, watch out.
Oh, didn't realize it's one I need to watch out for.
And then you gotta run all the way back up to the top. The sigh of defeat.
When you know you effed up.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up. Don't be chasing a Toby Kadachi around. It is not something you want to be messing with right now. I was
Should have had the
exciting.
ladder mantle.
Just fly. And you catch those bugs. There's bugs up here. You can grab one too. I don't know why, for whatever reason, the name's escaping me.
Wedge beetles.
You can grab one of those wedge beetles. Fly like an eagle. Well, that was close.
You know what they say, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
There was a lot of good hits right there.
That was just like so much happening.
Yeah, your temporal's gone in any event.
Yeah.
I think that might be the world's loudest compressor on a mini fridge. That's what it sounds like. But the beverages are also cold, so it's worth it. I wish I could have as much health as a palico.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like 500 health or whatever they have. Be amazing.
You'd also be a cat, which would be pretty cool.
Be a weird game. Big cat running around with a giant hammer. I'd roll.
I think they had a game that was kind of like that. I think one of the DS games was like mostly about palicos or something, or maybe that one was canceled. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, I guess to some effect you can just wear the palico head. Oh.
It didn't work out.
No. Oh, and you got shocked. Luckily, you were invincible for that first. This two. Oh,
That was rough.
don't be fainting out on us.
That would be truly unfortunate.
Yeah, I would cry. Is it just me, or did like sometimes whenever you're talking about things, you're like, I know the perfect song that would go along with what I just said, but I can't sing, so I'm not going to throw it in here. Like I just had like a part from Creed's song "Arms Wide Open," tears of joy stream down my face. That's what I want to. I can throw that in there right at the end whenever you have victory. No? Okay, well. Don't shake your head in disappointment. Don't do that.
It's all the response it deserves.
No, my name's McAdoo and I don't like Creed. I really don't like Creed either. It's been so long since I've heard any of their songs. It's a band that kind of came and went.
They were real Jesus-y,
That is true.
and the lead singer has gone completely insane.
One of the funnier things that I saw the first time around whenever someone showed me was the Nickelback. Look at this graph.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The new trend is I'm going to tell my kids this was X.
You should tell your kids in the future that this is Pokemon.
She's been watching the Sun and Moon. Or whatever it is on Netflix right now. The new one.
There's too much Pokemon anime.
There is.
It only took the 10-year-old 14 years to win the Pokemon League.
Uh-oh. Yeah, go down there and tango with that Viper Togekidachi.
I'm afraid.
He's afraid of the Stygian Zinogre.
That's exactly what happened last time, too.
This shit I'm out. And just run off.
That's why I was like, he's here, but I don't know why.
Better than a Barrier. I hate Barrier. Ooh, I'm a giant flying cat and I have Charbard as breath. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Uh-oh. States just don't get back up. Oh, God bless. Ooh. See, I think you're nearing the finish line here with this one.
I believe so.
Ooh. There you go. Get him.
Get some. Well, he's gonna make sure I get some.
What was that?
He should not have been able to jump around a corner like that.
He bent space-time to make that happen.
You can't just make like a hard left in the air like that.
Cats can.
No?
Oh, look at that. Look at that clutch. Sonic Gun.
Did that do anything?
Yeah, it's staggered.
No, I didn't think it was close enough.
Yeah, the Sonic Gun is all reaching. All powerful. I'd go temporal. Just a suggestion.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Immediately. If you value life. Surely he doesn't have much left.
Whatever's up, I'm beating it out of him.
Here you got skulls. My personal suggestion is to capture.
That is probably the plan of action.
As much as I want to see you beat him to death, I think we'd be rolling dice on him going aggro and taking you out. Not saying I don't have faith. Just saying there's a chance you might.
Yeah, I just want to beat him to death to prove you wrong.
No. That shock trap him first.
I'm waiting to see if he's going to run again. That's what he did last time. Try to fake me out. It's rude.
Victory. He's waking back up. The Palico armor looks nice.
It is really cool.
Blue gleam.
These are the material required for the new stuff. I got 3 my first time. I think I just got 5 there.
Very nice. Ooh, got a silver
So
crown.
that was pretty big.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this hunt. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, leave the video a like or a comment below.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great evening, everyone.